What's up, guys? GuardianGraft, and we're back doing another Minecraft Dino Park. And anyway, today, pretty much we have a pretty big exhibit, and you notice that I have part of it barricaded off. That's because we're going to do this right here in the second part, this right here in the first part. But we're not going to base it by parts. We're just going to call it because two dinosaurs are going in here, but they're very similar. We have the Brachiosaurus and the Ep5. So they're both going to go in this one exhibit because they're so similar to each other. You know, they're long necks, sauropods. So they're going to go in the same exhibit. It's just that I've even though it looks like I could get all this done in one episode, it's just the fact that I can't, because I have exterior exhibit designs I want to also throw into the recording. And yeah, if I do that right there, that's going to take a little bit longer. So anyway, I went ahead, filled out the pond, because it's like you know, the most unnecessary part. And this right here is just mainly all the terraforming I'm going to end up doing, because I just terraform mainly around the lake. I'm just going to call this a lake because it's pretty big. So anyway, so this right here is the stuff. I ain't going to really be using any customizable trees, and that's because giant animals such as like them, like and T-Rexes and stuff, they break through leaves off of this. So yeah, they can and will break through leaves. And so I'm trying to get some higher up trees, because if I just like start like, you know, trying to build my custom trees over to the ground, they're just gonna walk straight through them and demolish every single one of those, and it's just gonna look like a bunch of, like, you know, it's like, it's gonna just, I guess, just, I like it, but I don't like it. You know, it's realistic, but it's not realistic at the same time. You know, if it was realistic, like the leaves would just kind of disappear for a second, like it just got folded back, or like it had moved and then moved back to where it's at, you know. But like, you know, it wouldn't just pop off the tree unless they ate it. So first off, I'd like to go ahead and just get some trees and stuff in. And here's what I kind of also want to do. There aren't any chains in this yet, which is kind of sucky, because I'd like to hang lanterns from, you know, trees, and I can do that, but I'm gonna have to do it with iron bars, because I want to make sure it's not too dark in the exhibit, even though it's like always daytime. It's just that there's gonna be so many, like, it's just that there's just gonna be like trees like this, and I just like to try and keep it from being pitch dark. So I'm trying to just like add maybe like a little bit of white. Let me see what it looks like. I mean, it looks alright, it's just that it doesn't seem as natural, so I don't think I'm going to keep this right here in. And so, I think there should be enough for this side right here. It looks like it could be enough, because I don't want to overcramp it. Like I said, they're pretty big critters, so I don't want to cramp them up too much. I'm thinking about destroying that tree right there, because it just looks pretty big. Because I'm only going to have like 2 Brachiosaurs and 2 Apatosaurs in here, just so that way, you know. But it should be big enough for about 2 of each. Oh, there's a cloud. So I might want to just destroy this right here for just a tiny bit of extra room, so we will be right back. Alright, so the tree is completely gone, and yeah, actually, what I'd like to do, just that way they have a little bit of extra space, because here's the thing, with all like the little, like the lumps and stuff on the ground, it does kind of like make it, like, you know, it's just gonna make it to where like it's like a little bit more harder for them to travel across, you know, it'd seem like it. And so I just want to like fill in these tiny little, it's like, I guess, potholes, you could say, call they are, like they could just be like potholes, you know. So let me just go ahead and finish filling in this one, and then just go right over here. Even though I don't need to do it this, like, you know, even though I'm not really doing this side, I would like to go ahead and do it just so that way. Yeah, I don't even know. Just that way it's already done, you know. So let me just go ahead and do this right here. And alright, so now I'm just gonna hold on to this stuff because for the part 2. But then I'm gonna go ahead and get all my slabs out, because we're gonna be starting working on some rocks. Now I don't want too many rocks, you know, like I want there to be, you know, to where it looks realistic, but not too little to where it just doesn't even, you know, seem like I don't want too much to where it's too rocky, and too little so that way it doesn't seem realistic. There can do it for the larger rocks, and I forgot I can hold on to this stuff. Alright, so now I just want to go ahead and just kind of spread out some stone buttons, just as like pebbles, you know, I just miniature rocks, and I can go ahead and throw this back up. So now I just want to go ahead and get this stuff out, because these right here are going to be the, well, not this stuff. First, just get this out, actually, and get the dead bush. So, first off, I need to get the bone meal, so let's go ahead and bone meal this place. And I'm going to keep in most of the flowers that spawn in. If it spawns in too many, maybe like this over here, I gotta kind of do, like, you know, gotta definitely destroy a few of them, just that way it still varies. About like that. Because I do not want too many. I think it's there's like a place like where tulips like to spawn or something. Because I'm finding so many tulips in like the spawning whenever I do the bone meal down. So can I put sugarcane right over here? Ooh, I can. All right. I was kind of thinking that maybe I couldn't because I just wasn't really completely sure. But now I just want to go ahead and surround the lake in sugarcane. About like so. Because I ain't using bamboo in this. I don't know if they can break bamboo. I know they just phase through sugarcane because, like, every mob does that. But, so, like that. I don't know. But, like I said, I don't know if they break bamboo, but I'm just not really trying to try it out. So, these right here is going to kind of go along somewhat close to the water, but they don't all have to go close to the water. But with the lilacs, I like to keep them close to the water because they look like a really good flower that would be, like, right on the edge of a river or a stream. And I kind of like it whenever there's, like, a flower like that. So I like that, and plus also I think they look really good and more vibrant whenever they're like on the podzol, because it just makes it stick out more. Alright, so let's go ahead and spawn the Brachiosaurus. I don't believe you can name these anyway. This right here is not the max size, I promise you, it's a baby. You can tell by the people, look at that. It's small people, so then I can go ahead. Do I want a baby? Yes, I do kind of want a baby. It's the same color, isn't it? So we got two little babies. They're orphans. Don't worry about it. They're not orphans. All right. I mean, they are orphans, but it has nothing to do with this sword I'm holding or that meat I just hid away for no one to find. Had nothing to do with any of that stuff. Come on, put it away. All right. So these right here are Brachiosauruses. They're going to grow. You obviously already seen what a max size one looks like, but the idiotic me killed the blue one, and so now I had to re-get another one, and yeah. Took a while. So this right here is the Brachiosaurus, but obviously after part 2 comes out, I'm going to like this area right here, this that's fenced off is going to open up, and this area is only going to be one exhibit, but it's just that for right now. In this episode, I just want to do this much, and in part 2, I want to like decorate this area, and then I'm gonna add in a. Have you ever played? If you played Jurassic World Evolution, there's like these giant towers that the guests can get on top of, and they can like look up from like up here, so that way you can kind of like see their heads and everything. You'd be about right up to here looking at them, and that's what I kind of want to build. I want to build about one here, and then one about right over here, so that way you get all sorts of different views of them, you know. So that's pretty much what I'm doing for like part 2, and I'm obviously going to be adding in the Apatosaurus, and these guys love water apparently. But, yeah, if you guys did enjoy, please make sure you leave a like and subscribe. If you do, you'll get a Lamborghini in the on Tuesday of, 2028. I don't know. Just, don't risk it, like in 7 years that, it'll pay off, if it does come true. So, yeah, peace out, guys.